So this is a great foundation. Obviously, the cuticle is shut down. It's nice. It's beautiful. So remember we were talking about how you have split ends?
Yes.
Okay. So I want you to think of your hair as thicker at the root and then finer at the ends. So that's where split ends occur.
Okay.
Right? So whenever we incorporate our blow dryer, I want you to first blow dry the majority, root to mid shaft.
Okay.
Why? It's thicker. It's new hair. And it's not as split, not as beat up as the ends. So I want you to notice how I blow dried and I stopped halfway. So we blow dried and did about 3 passes from root to mid shaft, stopped, then went from root all the way through.
Okay.
So that's just another little tip for blow drying. And then 2, it's gonna help guide you where it makes it so much easier. So let's add in some curls, yes?
Okay, yes.
Awesome. Okay, so do you like hairspray?
I occasionally wear it just to keep a style.
Okay, great. But I want you to think of hairspray as a friend for your curls. So if you incorporate hairspray, it's gonna make your curls last longer, it's gonna add in protection, and it's gonna create hold. Okay? And obviously, if you're working hard with your style and taking the 10 minutes to curl your hair or add in some straightness into your hair, you want it to last, right? So 1, silk, always. It's a must. Blowout serum to help cure the hair, polish, shut down the cuticle, and prepare the hair to be smooth. Plus, it's gonna add added protection against UV rays, thermal, all of that stuff. So that is a complete must. Do you like your hair to be soft and movable, or do you want it to really, really hold?
No, I prefer soft and movable, more natural.
Okay.
Something that bounces a little bit.
And you said your hair falls, right?
Yeah.
As soon as you walk out the door?
Yes.
Okay. So what I'm gonna choose is I'm gonna incorporate a harder holding hairspray. I know it sounds really like scary, but the first thing that I like to do is set in the curls. Then I go into a lighter hairspray.
Okay.
So we're gonna be incorporating our Rock Your Crown hairspray. So Rock Your Crown.
I like the name.
Right, Miss Universe, of course. But it's a firm hold hairspray. So very little goes a long way. Sound good?
Good.
Awesome. Okay, so you wanna start off with a clean section, clean dry hair, just like this. And what I wanna do is you can create a part if you were going to cheat. You're like, I like that too.
I do.
Okay, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of body on top, and you can do this with 3 curls on top. I'm noticing your hairline, it's kind of a little bit forward. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a triangle technique. So I'm gonna take this hair straight across, and there we go, we have a triangle.
Okay.
And everyone's hairline is different, so I just go by how thick I take that hair section. Just because you want to make sure that the heat is going all the way through. So I'm taking my Rock Your Crown hairspray.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm gonna spray the front. I'm gonna spray the back. And I'm applying more on the root to mid shaft.
Okay.
Not so much the ends, because that's what I want the ends to be soft and touchable. But I need my firmness at the root because I want volume. Does that make sense?
It does, absolutely.
Okay, great. Once I polish the hair, I spread the product through with my teasing comb. This is the new Miss Universe curling iron. This is titanium, and feel that. It feels really nice.
It does.
Uh-huh. Now, do you feel a little bit of heat?
Yes, I do.
Okay, that's power. So if you think of titanium, titanium is a metal that can hold heat and for a long time, and it's very consistent. But it's something where you can put in a curl and let it sit for 10 to 15 seconds, and you're gonna have great curls. So for me, I love using titanium tools. And that's a classic favorite at Miss Universe and at Miss USA, since Chi is a sponsor of Miss Universe and Miss USA. So I'm just letting it hold. Obviously, this is a medium-sized section, so I can let it sit for a good maybe 15 to 20 seconds. Always removing the arm to lay it flat. And I haven't put a clip in yet. So I've always told my clients that if you put in a curl and it can hold by itself, that's a good curl.
That's good.
So I'm taking in these little sectioning clips and I'm clipping on base. And you probably felt that little clip, huh?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Yeah, you just want to make sure that it stays on. Now, I'm taking in a bigger section, really big, probably the, two of these sections. It's huge. It's a huge section, but I just want to show you the power of our tools. So I'm taking the Rock Your Crown hairspray, spraying at the root area, a little bit on the ends, and I'm pulling all the way through. I find that if you polish the hair first, it controls all the flyaways. Do you have a lot of flyaways?
I definitely have lots of flyaways.
Okay, so whenever you do this, it just makes your hair look more polished and more shiny. Plus, I always say that it's better to control the flyaways before you release your style. So I'm taking my curling iron, I'm holding it directly up from the head. So I want you to think of your hair that is finer, especially on the sides,
Yes.
as a support system for the one on top of it. So think of it like you're building a house. Every curl is going to support the curl above it, like a little foundation. So I want to make sure that I get maximum curls and volume all in one shot. So if I hold it directly upwards, it's going to give me maximum elevation. And since I decided to cheat with this curl, I'm going to go ahead and incorporate another sectioning clip and connect both curls together.
Okay.
Sometimes too, if certain hair is too thick, we connect to kind of like a chain link,
Yes.
and then it just supports the whole unit on top. So I'm going to take my next section, and obviously we want more body in your hair.
So obviously the sections depend on how thick one's hair is.
Right, because everybody's hair is different, and everyone's going to use a different line depending on their curl pattern, porosity, if the hair's super dry, if the hair is color treated. They may have extensions, so I mean, some people need specific products for different hair types.
And with my hair, I find it's a lot thicker at the back.
It's not thicker in the back?
It is thicker.
Yes, obviously, yes. It's so thick, it's awesome. I always say it's better to have thick hair than thin hair, right? Everyone wants the opposite. So as I enter your hair, I start in the mid shaft. I rotate the hair and rotate again. Feed the ends and curve my hand down. Now, I like to start off at the mid shaft and root area first. Just remember, it's new hair, it's thicker, and it's more resistant. So it doesn't have that memory.
So one thing I always struggle with is how long do I leave the curling iron in for?
So I want you to think of how big your section is that you're taking. So the front one, we can go less time because it was a finer density of a section. But the next two are huge, so we can leave them on longer. Now, any Chi curling iron tool, tools that you invest in with Chi, they're the best tools in the world. So they're not gonna damage your hair, they're not gonna beat it up. So let's just say I left it on for a good 45 seconds. It's gonna be fine. It's making sure that that heat is going all the way through. Now, sometimes when I share with my clients different tips, some of them, we test their hair. So they may leave it on for the first time 25 seconds, and then they'll be like, Anna, you know what, it lasted, but it lasted half a day. Then I can say, hey, you know what, include 10 more seconds on each curl, and then see how that works. And normally it's just because sometimes clients want to cheat, and they gotta go, or they got to run out the door, so they don't leave the curling iron long enough.
I think I do that.
Yeah. All right, so now that we created the top 3 sections, this is a great little cheating element. This is gonna create a lot of volume on top, but the whole back, we just want it curled, and we're not really gonna get the maximum volume, right?
Yeah.
So this is a great little cheating element. Take the hair, a good maybe 1 inch to 1.5 inches, depending on how fine your hair is. So your hair the half inch in the front is very fine.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden it starts to add more hair. So I can incorporate both and cheat. Holding the hair directly out to create volume. So depending on where I'm at, it's gonna give you volume, okay?
Okay.
So every hair strand counts, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so holding directly out, taking my Rock Your Crown hairspray, spraying the roots, spraying the back, a little bit on the ends. And if you notice, I'm a little distant, correct?
Yes.
So I'm not right on the hair. If I direct too close to the hair becomes too wet and it doesn't expand. So then you hear that sizzling sound, but it's because we put too much product on.
I think that's why I stay clear of hairspray generally.
Yeah. Now we're gonna take in this hair strand and we're gonna enter with our curling iron. And all we're gonna do is feed in these curls. You can leave these on for a good 25 to 20 seconds. This is a much finer section. Leave the curl alone. Most of the time, my clients, what they'll do is they'll curl their hair and start to touch it.
Yes.
Yeah, I need it to hold. So
No touch.
don't touch it. Now, if the climate is really bad outside, so where I'm from, it's super hot, and we really don't go outside just because of our hair. So I always try to make sure that I clip my sections just so my curls can last longer and have more body. So let's just say it's raining outside or you have a wedding to go to. You can curl like this and then roll and section your clips and curls together just to go ahead and preserve that heat. So it's just think of it as if I put a clip, it's gonna last way longer. If I don't put a clip, it's gonna dilute the curl a little bit.
Okay.
So it's up to you on your style. And remember, we don't want to be categorized as one look. I'm just dividing your hair straight down the middle. Now, this is a big section in the back. It's huge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break it up into two sections. Take my top section. Spray. Remember, lifting that hair up, you want to create volume. I enter and just wrap. Remember, this is your cheating part. Sometimes I like to feel the hair with the tool, with the Chi curling iron, just to make sure that the heat is going all the way through evenly. Take this other section. Making sure it's all the way through. Control those flyaways. Enter. And bend. Do you normally stay away from curling irons, or are you a big fan of them?
I stay away from them. I've been quite nervous to use them, but hopefully after today I won't.
Yeah, and look, there's a lot of ways that you can use a curling iron. You can direct it the way I'm using it now. You can do it like this on top. Another great little trick is creating a ponytail, curling the ponytail, and then releasing the ponytail.
That's a clever idea.
Yeah, that's another cheating tip. And then also too, you can also use it as a wand. So it's completely up to you. We can create tons of different styles with our curling iron. It just depends on what type of look you're trying to achieve. So I'm prepping with the Rock Hard. So remember, that is a firm hold hairspray. We're gonna incorporate the flexible hold hairspray once we release your hair. So notice, I'm using 2 hairsprays on your style. I do believe that if you set and program the curls with a stronger, firm hairspray and then use a lighter hold hairspray just to go ahead and make it hold and just be more soft, your style is gonna last way longer.
Because what I've been doing is putting in the hairspray once I've used the curling iron.
Oh no. No. Yeah, incorporate the hairspray before. Now, if I was gonna do a flat iron curl, then I would do that. I would do the flat iron curl first and then incorporate the hairspray after. Just because whenever we try to achieve that look, you don't wanna create lines in the hair. So making sure it's all the way evenly distributed. And I love that our product smells so good.
It really does smell nice.
Yeah, of course. That's why Miss Universe uses it. Another great feature with our curling iron, besides the amazing titanium that preserves maximum heat, is this little safety net right there. And it's right at the tip, so you can hold your curl in your curling iron and get close as possible to your hair. So more volume, more hold, the closer you get to your scalp. Okay, we got 2 more curls to go.
That's been fairly quick.
Yeah. Well, I always say you want to go ahead and create a nice look, and I always think of hair itself as my schedule, like for the week. So I'll blow dry my hair really, really good. I pick one day, because I only wash my hair once a week, I'm sorry. And when I wash it, I'll blow dry it really, really good. I take the time to blow dry it, and then I'll go ahead and straighten it. Now wear it straight for maybe a day or 2, and then I'll put in some curls for the 3rd day, and then maybe wear it to the side, maybe do a ponytail the next day. And I'm also using my dry shampoo, which we're gonna use right now. Do you like dry shampoo?
I do, because my hair gets quite greasy by the end of day 2.
Yeah, and everybody's hair is different. So sometimes the glands of the oils release the oils a little bit quicker than others. For me, it's normally the 4th day, but I always like to use dry shampoo every day. Just one, because it makes it feel really lightweight. It absorbs any odors or smells in my hair, you know, if you sweat or you worked out that morning. So it's great for those people that don't want to wash their hair, they're working out, and they want to go ahead and cleanse that scalp area. So notice how I said scalp area. Dry shampoo is more used for your scalp, not your ends.
Okay.
Okay, now you can incorporate your dry shampoo on your roots and then incorporate your silk on your ends.
Okay.
And remember, you can never not put enough. It just depends on your hair. Your hair is going to absorb the silk, the Chi Miss Universe, moringa and macadamia oil. And those are all fatty acids. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna recondition the hair, they're gonna add that UV protection, and they're just gonna nurture your hair. Awesome. So let's count the curls, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 8 in the back. 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 curls. Did it take long?
Not at all.
Okay, so that's another little thing I want you to notice. 11 curls, maybe 10 to 15 minutes, you can do it.
Yeah.
And if you choose to do it every other day or every 3rd day, it's gonna be easy. It's not gonna feel like homework, right?